Okay, just a quick note before the video starts. This was intended to be a live stream. Dr. Neal and I wanted to be able to answer your questions live as we demo this wire bending machine that's sitting in my lab. But we were unable to do that due to the time difference between here, Texas, and in Shanghai. And the internet connection wasn't stable the night we attempted this. So we decided to record it. I just finished editing it and I cut out all the bits. So if you see a bunch of jump cuts, I was editing out a lot of the bad internet connection bits in there. But I believe this is a good first look at the DenckOrtho Bender Max machine that's sitting behind me. So enjoy. Be sure and subscribe and catch that next live stream where we can answer your questions. And until then, enjoy this first look at the DenckOrtho Bender Max. All right, you see it right. I actually have a wire bending machine here in my lab. Now there's a story behind this, and it all started at the conference. And y'all know, your viewers know, I've been harping about this conference we do every year. And at this conference we have 2 full days of ortho classes, and we have an exhibit hall. And in that exhibit hall we had 3 wire bending machine manufacturers. One of them actually spoke at the conference, Dr. Neal, and I'll bring him up in a minute. He's here to help me introduce this wire bender to everybody, and I'll bring him on in a minute. But he came to me, realized that I only lived an hour away from the conference, and instead of shipping this back where it came from, he's like, why don't you take it home and put it in your lab and play with it? And I got all the shipping stuff so I can ship it back when we're ready. But I've been excited to show this to y'all and what it's like to have a wire bending machine in the lab. So let's get to it. So what we're going to do is I'll introduce Dr. Neal. I have a scan of a model, and we're going to upload it into the software. So we're going to show you a little bit of the software. This is kind of a first look at this Bender Max machine, and we'll upload it. We'll design a labial bow, maybe an Adams clasp, and we'll have the machine actually bend it. And I got a camera over here, and we'll try to get you some good footage of it actually bending what we made. And I got a model over here, and we'll put it on the model, and we can see the end product. So let's bring in Dr. Neal. Dr. Neal, it's so glad to have you on this video introducing this machine. Thank you for being on here.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Kate.
Yes, yeah, and like I said, you were a speaker at our conference, and believe your subject was bridging the gap between orthodontists and technicians, which, Dr. Neal, you're an orthodontist in Beijing, right?
Yeah.
And you have
In
2
Shanghai.
clinics in Shanghai, sorry. I was thinking I was Beijing time. But yes, you're an orthodontist. You got, I believe, 2 offices in Shanghai.
Yes.
And
I can introduce myself a little bit.
yes.
I'm an orthodontist. I finished my master's degree in 2005.
Okay, 2005.
2005. It's maybe 23 years ago. And when I do my majors in digital orthodontic, so I have paid more than 20 years in the digital orthodontic. But my team, I just a little bit interested in the machine a little bit. So we co-funding get a company to manufacturing the clear aligner trimming. We have
Yes.
6 clear aligner trimming machine. Also we have the lingual fixed retainer lingual bending.
The bonded lingual. Yeah.
That's a small machine. So later we built this new generation of bending hollow retainer machine.
Oh, that's great. So you that's your specialty field that you're in, is the digital and bridging the technology gap between
Yes.
orthodontists and laboratories.
Yeah, I think the past 100 years, the technician always use hand to manually bending the wires. I find the hollow retainer has been introduced more than 100 years. It's a long time, but no machine can bend in whole retina because of the Adam clasp. The arrowhead is very small angle. So while I cooperate with my co-founder to build in this machine, it can bending a very, very small, as 20 degree of the angle.
Yes.
20
Yes.
degree. It's very small.
And I have
Because
a,
yeah,
if I can get
it's
it.
very small.
Yeah, this angle right here. It can bend it. And I notice it has two bending heads.
Yeah,
And
to bending.
it a broad bender and then a real sharp 20-degree bender at the top. You'll see that in a minute when we bend a labial bow. Or
Yeah,
an Adam's clasp. We'll do an Adam's clasp too.
yeah. This is the patent. Our get a
Oh,
patent protected. It's a very special desire. If want to get the wire bending a very small angle, but sometimes also most of the time we need to bending a large angle of the wires. So we need to desire to bend the
yeah.
hair, to bend the step of the bender. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So for
it's a very
the
special desire.
oh, very cool. And so we're about to open the software, which is OGDOS.
Yeah, OGDOS.
Yeah.
Just OGDOS is objective
Objective
guided
guided
digital orthodontic
digital
system.
orthodontic system. Okay.
System. OGDOS, objective
Yeah.
guided digital orthodontic system.
Because I hear DOS and I'm old, so I think of the old computer software DOS before
Yeah,
Windows.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because in orthodontist, we usually want to find the goal of the treatment. So we use. I also use my software to do the treatment plan for the orthodontic patients.
And let me pull that up and we'll get started on here. This is your OG DOS software. And like you said, I call it, and I don't know if you get this reference, a Swiss Army knife of software. It doesn't do just wire bending, it does cephalometric and aligners and all that stuff. And
Yes,
so
in OGDOS software, usually we can do the AI submetric analysis, and you can design the clear aligner, and you also can do the IDB, indirect
indirect
bonding.
bonding. Oh
Yeah,
yes. Yeah.
indirect
And
bonding.
is
And
it
also, finally, if the doctor finish one case, it can do the ABO OGS recording. It's
oh
American board. American board
oh okay. Yeah.
operating
ABO.
system. ABO, yeah.
Oh. Oh, very
And
cool.
this software can also do the final analysis of the ABO.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah,
you can upload models and it will do the measurements and
it will do
study
the
models.
measurements automatically and give you the final record of the ABOGS system. You can find out where you can do it better for this patient.
Oh, so like treatment planning,
Yeah,
a treatment
is
plan.
so this treatment is not only for orthodontists, it's also for the technician. For wire bending, you can design the clear aligner.
Yeah, so let's enter one in here. Let's see. Let's just do. So I have a bunch of test ones in here,
Yeah.
and we'll do. Oh, and it's Dr. Neil is the doctor. So I'll confirm that. And this is, I gotta say, this has gotten really fast from when I first brought this home, the software. You gave me the most updated software a few weeks ago, and it's so much faster now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna click here. So this is where you would put in all your pictures of the patient, your cephalometric and x-rays, panoramic, all that stuff. But as a technician, all I'm worried about is this OGDOS 3D, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to click on that, and that will bring up, well, it brought it up on this screen in front of me. Let me pull this over real quick. So what I'm doing in the background, it's not showing me because it's a window on top of my screen share. It's making me, it immediately opened my Finder. Okay, so we're at this screen, and this is where you would set the occlusal plane and the midline of the models. And so if I click this next, it just confirms, the alignment that the upper jaw is golden and the lower one is blue. So then I go to the next. And then the AI pre-process happens. And again, this would happen, this happens a lot faster, but since I'm recording through the internet, it does take a little bit longer. Dr. Neal, it's already chose the teeth. Can I skip straight to Hawley wire bending from here?
Yeah, if you skip here, that's you have to need to use your manual design. It can not be AI design, because if you use AI, usually you need to choose the name of the tooth. So this
Oh,
just analyze the name of the tooth for AI segmentation of the teeth.
and it does a really good job.
Yeah, if you want to use AI for whole retainer, I suggest you finish the AI segmentation of the teeth. Then AI can recognize the name of the teeth. But if you want to design one or two piece, just like a label, you can just use manual design. It's more easier if just one piece for one model.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
What do you recommend we do? Do we go next or we go straight?
No, just can go straight. Oh no, just next,
Next. Okay.
and next.
And then this is where this is,
Yeah, yeah. I in this step you just only to fast check, and I think if you just hold retainer, because the patient usually the teeth has been aligned, so really no problem. You can just skip the next
okay.
step. Just if it's for kids, for removable appliance, you need to check. Okay.
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 Oh, and we're here. So this is where the magic happens. And over here are your where I say a Hawley retainer. And this is maxillary. And then let's say we do the labial bow first. This is where you would set your parameters. And distance from the gingiva, and the offset, and the straight wire length, and circular arc, and all that stuff. I haven't really messed with this. It comes out great no matter what. So I usually just go automatically generate. And there it is.
So it's very fast. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very fast. And if I want it to like move the labial bow up, let's say more in the middle of the teeth, can I? Oop, I pushed it into the model.
Yeah, you can adjust it just through the occlusal. You can see through occlusal and then move outside.
Oh, okay. So I can
Yeah,
move it
yeah,
out or in or.
yeah.
And so this purple line that you told me it's the length of it's too short for
Yeah.
the bender arm.
Yeah.
So I believe you hit
You can use shortcut T. Yeah.
T. Okay, so I'm hitting T on the keyboard. There we go.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Yes, and it's gotten really good since I've used it, and I mean I don't need to make. So like this, if I wanted like a bigger loop, I would choose here and choose this, and it would make the loop a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And I believe these are tied together, so if I wanted to raise this up, I can just raise it up like that. But that looks pretty good. Personally, I like these to be straight, but I know you have these going at different angles because of the way it comes out of the bending arm, so it doesn't interfere.
So you can make it straight.
So if I want to make it straight, I can just straighten it out like this. And it could cause a problem of hitting the machine, but we're about to run that calculation.
Yeah.
And hit editing is complete. And so it's going to calculate it going through the bending machine. And it looks like we did hit, it's going to hit here on this arm.
Yeah, usually you need to move the wires just for distal a little bit. Yeah.
And then editing complete, and it'll run the calculation again. Oh, right here. Let's hit it again. There we go. And then editing complete. Actually, I don't have that touching the I moved it. So you can get it. So the red lines that I see here, the red hatch part, that's...
Yes, actually, it is very, very small, a little bit, because the computer can find a very, very little bit.
So I can have it actually touch the teeth, and I know they're touching when I see that red line there. Oh, this is kind of fun. So let's... Okay, it looked like it passed. And I know you showed me this before. Over here, simulation.
Yeah.
And it will actually show a simulation of the wire bender.
How it works. Yeah.
And if there's a collision, you can actually... So simulation speed, does that slow it down? Oh yeah, it slows it down, so speed it up. So it actually shows, which is really neat.
Yeah.
But let's bend this, and so let me get the camera set up real quick, so y'all can see it. And I'm gonna raise this up. And let's add to stage. And all I do is I hit this start bending, and it's going to send it straight to the bender. So I'm going to click that, and then we'll go full. So the AI is smarter than I am trying to adjust that. Oh, yay. Yep, you're right. That was too short of a...
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, let me try to catch this. I'm going to grab this. There we go. So I got the wire here. Came out nice and smooth. Let me get the model real quick. We'll put it on there. I just got this out of the 3D printer. Oh, wow. That really fits nice.
Yeah, it fits good.
You see, I could have lowered it there, but it's about 90% done, and I just bend a little bit to adjust, and saves a lot of time. All right. So let's go back to here, and oh, bending is complete. Okay. So to go back, like if I want to do an Adams clasp, I need to go back to here, go to Holly retainer, maxillary, and then left double arrow like that. Again, those are all your parameters that you would like. And these look way better than they did before. I like the shape of the Adams clasp. So you can change all these, right? Make them straight if you want. It's really did a nice job tucking it in to the occlusal. Now you could drop this into the gum line, the eyelet, the arrow clasp. So you can move this around. And because I did that, it's not touching it wasn't touching the tooth. That one's not touching a tooth either. So then I can check the editing is complete. It's going to calculate and make sure it goes through the printer, and that passed. So now I can go to wire to be bent and then start bending. So this is where that real tiny angle is going to help. There's that sharp angle. I believe one of the wire bending machines that was at the conference, they haven't programmed Adams clasp yet. Oh, I better grab that. About to cut it. Don't fly off. Okay, there we go. So, you see the big smile on my face. This is so cool. So then that fits. Now I could relieve the gums a little bit to get more retention. But I believe your software also does that. Okay, so I'll do the other one real quick. So it's pretty fast considering, because then you can just go right into, I believe one of the questions I would have is, I think you showed this to me before, you can have a queue or a list of wires to be bent, and you can send all those, the bender can, oh wow.
Yes, the bending machine can just like a printer. You can, if you have desired two patients, it can get a list. It can printing one by one, bending one by one.
Oh, that's so cool. So if you're big lab, you can, let's see. So there we go. There's the other Adams clasp. I don't have it on there right. There we go. Little adjustment and it's ready to go. But yeah, so you said like you can have a computer run just this machine and design on a separate computer, and then through the network send the wires over to the printer. Sorry, like it acts like a printer. The bender, and it bends the wires in a queue.
And yes, if a big lab just like have 5 persons to design the wires, they just need only one bending machine, and everyone after finishing the bending desire, then just send the wires to the machine, and it will bending list just like printer,
Bend
one by
list.
one. It's
Yeah.
bending continually.
Like
Yeah. So this machine we have do 1 month continue bending no stop every day 8 hours. 8 hours for every day, no stop, continue bending and cutting, bending, cutting. So it's a long time testing. It's working very good, no problem.
So this is the Bender Max, and let me see if I can show this. It does have a spool, so it runs off of a spool, and it's continuous. Like you're saying, it could just continuously bend wire over and over again. I do have some questions for you that took some notes on. This is DenckOrtho. They're in Germany. It's designed in Germany, assembled in China, and the wire size is what did I write down? 8 millimeter.
Yeah, the size of the wires, usually the machine can use 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 millimeter. Just for only one machine. You don't need to change the bending head. It can also work just one machine and one bending head. What we just need to do is to programming, because every wire has different bending flexibility, so it needs to special programming for every wires.
And there was on here, if I showed this, there was a setup here, wire setting, and it's all done in here, it looks like. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can find the setup for the wire setting, but it's special. So the wire programming need to be do it rightly by the manufacturer, by our team. So if you want to use different wire, you need to send us the wires, and we need to do the programming. Is I think it's professional. Yeah, a little bit of professional.
Yes, and like you don't purchase the wire. Sorry, I did the wrong button there. You don't purchase the wire through you. Right now you can purchase it like a spool of wire through Dentarum, and this will bend Dentarum wire.
Yeah, now this machine can use the Dentarum wire, just spooled. It's coiled, spooled wires. And if you want to use spooled wires, the back need a special straighter, because the spooled wire, you need to straight it, make the wires be straight.
Yes.
Because when we design the desired wires, is 100% straight. So the wires need to be straight. Then it can be bent to the right angle.
Because if you already have a curve and it's coming out of the bending on a curve, you're going to miss your...
Wrong. Yeah,
mess
if
it up.
It's the wrong direction, maybe bending is wrong. Okay. And you can buy the wires from Dentarum, not buy from us.
Okay, it's whoever you're... And like you said before, if you want to use a different manufacturer, you can do the programming for that in the future.
Yes. Yes, no problem.
So the conversion for the 0.8 millimeter. So this is the wire that this bent is 032 for us in the US. So it does the 3 sides of 032. It's so 030, 028, 028, 030, 032. I think it's what that
028.
Yeah. So 7 millimeter, 8 millimeter, 9 millimeter. But again, you have to do some programming when you change the diameter of the wire.
Yeah.
And so this is designed in Germany. What I'm trying to think of the other questions I had for it. The price. What does this Bender Max go for as far as price?
Usually the price is $30,000.
Okay.
And
30,000.
30,000. And it's special for live stream is 25,000 US dollar.
Oh, wow. That's great. So this machine, and then what about software?
Yeah, and now the software is free.
No. So you buy the
Yeah,
machine, the software's free,
yeah, now it's free.
including. Oh, very nice. Oh, that's a great deal. And if someone who's watching this is interested in getting this machine, you can contact DenckOrtho@gmail.com.
Yeah,
And
DenckOrtho at gmail.com.
and you can contact that, and you can talk about purchasing one of these, which
Yeah,
I believe the assembly is in China, so it would be shipped to you. And the crate was not bad. This was probably the smallest wire bending machine at the conference.
yeah. I think
For
now it's not big. It's small. It's small
right,
one. Yeah,
yeah, it's really not very big, and I still have the plastic on here. I haven't peeled the plastic off because it's still brand new. So, is there any other questions you think that I should ask?
no, I think no more questions. I just in my dream, I just want to bridging the technician and the orthodontist. So actually, I think sometimes the technician don't understand why the doctor want to desire. Just like it's usually always for the appliance, function appliance. Why the doctor want to use the lingual spring sometimes. So and then later we will cooperate with my team to get more works for AI design for function appliance.
For function appliances?
Yeah, for function appliance. And
Wow.
usually we are testing the digital trim block. I think it's one kind of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and you discussed that in the conference, and
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
put a link to that in the show notes below if anybody wants to watch his presentation he did at our conference. I can provide that link if that's okay with you, Dr. Neil.
Yeah, I think next time I will show us and show everyone how about what are we just focusing the digital orthodontic and the digital ortho lab. We just want to make it more make them better. Okay.
Yes. Oh, I agree. Yeah, digital needs to help you and not hurt you. it,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
and so helping to bridge that gap, and I appreciate you doing all the work to do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I
And
think it's AI and robotic is the future.
yes, yeah, and we just need to. It's a tool, and I personally don't think this will replace a wire bender technician. It will be a tool, like the pliers have been a tool for 100 years to make the holly. This is just a new digital tool, and
Yeah.
just need to
I
learn to
think
use
the
it.
digital tool will help the technician. You don't need to bend by use your hand every day, and you can maybe spend more time to learning what the orthodontists are thinking about, why they do the desire, and help them together.
That's amazing. And so the future, and we'll have another live stream on this. You're going to make a smaller one, even smaller than
Yes,
this, for straight wire.
yeah, we are generate the next generation bending S is a smaller one. Is you can use the short straight wire because I think most of the technician use a small one, small wires, and
So
it's very straight. It's very good. It's very
yes,
suitable for bending machine because the wires is almost 100% straight, and
yes,
the bending machine can work it better.
okay, and
Yeah.
and and you can do the three sizes on that machine you're designing.
Yeah,
You could just
the
put in one
machine.
size. The machine
Yeah, that's
will figure out the
what you need to
size.
do. Just put in the wires in, and it will recognize the size of the wires automatically.
Oh, very cool. Oh, that's cool. I'm excited about that. So we'll bring that to y'all in the future as we get closer to that coming out. that being released, that new Bender S for straight wires. But this has been the first look at the Bender Max for me, and I'll put out some more videos as I get to use this more often and bring them back to y'all. So be sure and leave any comments or questions down below, and we'll be sure to answer them the best we can. And Dr. Neil, thank you so much for coming aboard and showing us this machine that you're the co-founder of this company, and
Yes.
all your expertise with the software and everything like that. So I appreciate you and what you do for our industry.
Okay, thank you. And also, I want every technician have a automatic bending machine.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Every technician have an automatic wire bending machine.
Every technician have the bending pliers. Is right. So I think
Yes,
the bending machine will help technician.
that's a great point. We have the wire bending machine is a technician. Just like the pliers help the technician, the wire bending machine helps the technician. So until then, we'll call it there, and thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all in the next video. So the AI is smarter than I am trying to adjust that.